will figure out my move in a moment. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
All
I
right,
can
we're
start.
all good. Hello. Apparently, we're all good. This is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and these amazing people have rushed hither and thither and yon from all over the places to be here to play this game tonight. So I'm going to take that as a compliment. These amazing people are. You touched your hair, so you get to go first. Luna.
God damn it. Only because I was uncomfortable. It was touching my neck in a weird way. Hello, I am Luna. I am playing Jacques Rousseau, our swashbuckling himbo. Um, Tonight, on Monday nights, I play May Lipinski in our Grave New World Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG. Very long title. My brain blinked for a second. And then sometime soon I will be on another thing on Fridays. So woo! I'm very busy. I'm very busy.
You stole my accent from last week. I'm going to need that. But next,
well,
let's
I
talk
went
to...
Italian. You were Pepe.
That's how bad mine was. Yeah. But Mana, oh Queen of the Manas. Between hurried bites, tell us about your own self.
Hello, everybody. Tonight you'll see me eating tacos. But most importantly, tonight you will see me playing Simon Micken, who is our ever thirstiest, arguably, he will fight for that title, pirate amongst the crew.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, challenge accepted.
You haven't met Mortel yet.
Yeah, right? Who has many of friends here, but on Monday nights you will find me playing Ash Lexington, our so maybe sometimes gracious, not really, Slayer, in our Buffy TTRPG roleplay. Nope, not roleplaying. That's repetitive. Buffy TTRPG game on Monday nights. It's really hard to say that. That's a really good time. Other than that, you'll find me hanging out on our Discord. I'm sure somebody's going to drop a link at some point. We try to drop it a few times during stream. But if you're not already there, you should join us there. It's a really good time. We have a fun time. There's lots of chats to hang out with, places you can share your own projects, support channels, and chats that you can talk about our games with us in the Discord. So that's really fun, especially if you're tuning in on Twitch and not YouTube. You can chat with us there in Discord as well. Other than that, that's it. I'm just gonna enjoy my tacos while everybody else introduces themselves. So, you know what? Speaking of Buffy TTRPG, Glory.
Hello. I'm Blaze of Gloriosa, also known as Glory, also tonight known as Little Al, who is the captain of a very little ship that's very mighty, tiny but mighty. On other days, I'm here. On Sundays, I play Arl, our friend who is the pomegranate seed mythos of our City of Mists. Mondays, I am here as Deadstia, honestly, on Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG, who is just fumbling her way through Unlife at the moment. She's not sure what's going on, but I think she actually kind of likes it better than the previous iteration, so it's
less housekeeping.
You know, it feels like she does. So that's something.
Yeah. She's weirdly become much more comfortable in her skin that she doesn't have,
or non-skin. Yeah,
or out of her skin. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm also constantly on the Discord. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm pretty sure I'm like sleep Discord. I'm all over that shit. I think that's all the shows I'm in.
I'm sure we'll find the other ones later.
What about my counter captain, my counterpart?
Yes, the other captain,
my other half, the love of my
yes. Okay. The biggest of Als, who is actually the littlest of Als.
Yep. The biggest.
Yes.
The big Al, who is actually very, very short. How short? I don't know anymore because it keeps
changing. 4'11". 4'11".
Okay, there we go.
That we decided on. I like it better that it's variable. You're always short enough to be noticeable.
It depends on the shoes. The shoes.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah. These are my 5'8" shoes. You fuck off.
into my big shoes. So yes, hey y'all. My name is Sarah. I have a production company called Tango Productions. We have a YouTube and a Twitch. We are also about to I want to say go live on a show. We're about to have a show start very soon next month called The Dawson Riddle. It is going to be super fun. It's all about ghosts and investigating a house that is haunted, but we don't know why.
It's a debut.
Yes. Besides that, I'm working with the Scarred Adventure on other projects that will come eventually.
Yes.
Things take time, y'all. And I am here 5 days a week on the Tuesday game as I actually don't even want to say that name anymore because it might
Oh,
change.
it probably will. Yep.
Wednesday, when that does come back, as Crimson Rave. I am the DM for the Fool's Gold campaign, King's Pyrite. And I am also here on Sunday for our City of Mist game as Pandora. She just got naked on a subway train, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you can't just because
And dance on a pole.
making now
That's what I'm
the
gonna
jokes
say.
about somebody other than me, please make the obvious joke.
Pandora is our silent.
Okay.
It's the
'Cause-
silent of
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Sunday.
All right.
Fantastic. If you don't watch tonight, which you should be, you should watch tomorrow for the same type of energy.
Yes. Just set a different time period.
Yes.
Maybe with different parts involved. Who knows?
Next we have one of our longest time members ever, Hellhounds 20.
Hi. I'm not usually on the shows these days. I'm usually the one behind the scenes, producing for Thursdays and Sundays. I've not been producing the recent Thursdays for reasons, but I have every intention of coming back when the show starts back up. So Glory can have her Thursdays back. Sorry. I am Hellhounds20. I am a VTuber. I'm an artist. I'm a dungeon master as well as a gamer. You might see me fidget around a lot, and eventually this 3D model will disappear for the cutesy 2D because I have to really stretch my face just to get this thing to show my expressions. So if my expression quick jumps to a smile, I'm pressing a button to do that because I'm tired.
I love the behind the scenes information we get. Thank you very, very much.
Listen, I think we all wish we could do that. Just be like,
You mean you
button.
don't have an internal smile button? You haven't been listening for
Yeah.
7 minutes. What are you going to do? Oh, I know.
The downside
out.
is the internal smile button is F2. And I have to click onto the program to do that.
10
Customer
hours of serving drunk
service
people.
switch,
I
yes,
wish I could
please.
have an F2.
Yeah.
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 Man.
Wish
Well,
you
now
could
you
get an
do.
F2.
Just close your eyes mentally. You can't close your eyes right at a customer, but we all know this is about retail. Just close your mental
in
eyes.
case anybody's
and
lost.
Give
here.
yourself permission to press F2. Do you care? No. Do you look like you care? Yeah, a little bit. But
Always.
with that, let's. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, a failure of video suction. But while you try and get it to focus, I'm going to talk about this game a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to drop the first teaser of a new game that's coming up on Friday nights. It's going to be different for a very different reason. We've done all kinds of thematic stuff on this channel, and we're going to do another one. This is, yes, you beat me to it in chat. This is think of this as an anime cartoon inspired by the major arcana of the tarot deck, and that's all you get this week. Starting in a couple weeks' time, stay tuned on Friday nights for that. It is, I'm going to talk about this a little more because this is the cool bit. It's an all warlock party. The reason for that is we are technically doing this to playtest a subclass written by, talk about longtime members, one that goes all the way back to before this whole Discord existed as well. Our very own Kalina Hitana has created a spectacular subclass based on the Major Arcana, and we're going to get to see 4 iterations of it in a 9-episode season that I'm going to do my very, very best to make it look like an anime. But that's all you get. That's more teaser than I was going to give you, but I can't stop talking about myself. Who am I kidding? But about this game, the game is Rapscallion. This is the quick start guide that we are using. There has been a Kickstarter, very, very, very successful, and big, beautiful books and things are coming. But we're using the quick start guide tonight. The art that we're showing you is from Hero Forge. We're using Zoom for our map and other information, which I'm about to change soon. And Rapscallion itself is made by Magpie Games. It is available on DriveThru RPG for free because it's the quick start guide, so you can play this too. It is one of the best written manuals I have ever read, and I read manuals for fun. I have literally read hundreds of them. Anybody that knows me knows I don't like crunchy games, and this game is relatively crunchy, but the manual is so well written that I'm willing to do it. This game is 5 years in development, and it shows. If this game at any point looks anything but interesting, that's on me. The game itself is spectacularly well written. All errors are mine, not the system's. There's all the disclaimers out of the way. Let's sail these fucking ships, shall we?
Now, are they ships that are... Never mind.
Yes, they are absolutely the Nevermind kind of ship. What happened on this ship last night? Never mind. That's oh, never mind. Yeah, that was Hook's ship. The Nevermind. You're set for shenanigans. Oh, good, because here we go. If I stop fucking around and get started, we should shenanigan. We left our party having just committed to the fanciest pair of trousers in the known floaty universe. Pants de Leon has requested your service, and you guys all nodded vigorously after various amounts of poking to agree to go on an adventure. You can have all the treasure that's there except for the treasure trousers of the Naked Moon, which he has insisted on taking. They are the only trousers in existence that are fancier than the current selection of trousers which he has, and somehow you have been in his presence for relatively few minutes. He somehow manages to change pants without anybody seeing it.
Silent knows how.
He just, yes, Silent knows that trick.
But it's secret. It's secret.
Yes, but yeah, they have that ability. They had the cuckoo pants for a while, but nobody would play that game. It's like you guys are all smart enough not to pull Grandpa's finger. Yeah, so their fancy pants, the ship, which has a belt and pockets, is ready to sail. But a bunch of you have decided that you need some upkeep and repairs and stuff. So you were going to go to land first, to territory as we chose last time, just outside the reach of the evil empire. A small island on which the other side of which is the only unfinished Monet well that's left on the circuit. It is therefore not as well protected as the other ones are. The other ones are known to be all but impossible to approach. But on this side of the island, the south side on our little map, is Port Royal, the city, half of which goes underwater at night. It just sort of slides underwater and stays there and then comes back at dawn. It's kind of like a reverse tide. But with that, you sail into the port, the daytime port, because at night it's going to go down like that and you're going to have to go to the nighttime port, but that's a nighttime problem. You sail into Port Royal, and it is the piratiest of towns. You see drunk pirates, even though it's fairly early in the day, swing from the yardarms of one ship to the yardarms of another ship, from ropes that are connected to the yardarms of a third ship, all without spilling their rum. they're firing kegs at each other as parting gifts as they head out on their ill-gotten gains adventures. They are just there's wenches and wenchies and just himbos and bimbos and all the bows and all the ones you can imagine. What there isn't is any law and order. But also what there isn't is anybody going beyond that sort of unspoken limit of decent behavior. Yes, most of them are shit-faced. Yes, a lot of them are having sex in public. But nobody's doing anything without consent or permission, is my point. There's no need for police because there's nothing to police. Everybody's within the rules.
It's an unspoken rule of debauchery. is what you're
Exactly.
saying.
Good party etiquette at all times.
The local Karens are bored as crap.
The local Karens mostly have been put in small boats and sailed off to other islands.
I was gonna say they've been evicted from the
yes,
island.
yes. I forget which of the authors where I read that as the correct response to a Karen is to move them somewhere where they're happy. If there is no such place, then we find a small island and fucking put them all there. But either way, back on track. As you pull in, it's going to be time for the first time for you guys to do actual downtime as characters, which is when I get to the right page here. There we go. Which we're going to get to in a bit. But as we pull in, stop reading the notes. As we pull in, we're going to start with. Let's start with Big L on the big ship. What are you're thinking about this now? What are you thinking about getting done? I mean, no details, but are you getting stuff done for your ship? Have you got a plan?
Besides getting rid of the hordes that we have.
Yep.
Big Al kind of wants to start causing a little trouble here.
All right. That's good enough for now. We'll figure this out as we get in. Little Al, I want to talk to you next because you and Big Al both have ships to consider. So, what is your plan when you get into harbor here?
Figure it out as I go along.
Perfect. I like that plan. That is the best pirate plan ever. What's your plan? Arr! Right
We'll
then, I
see.
understand. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I asked the two of you because you guys are the ones that technically have the ships. So, as you pull in, you see there's a pirate ship over here firing confetti cannons. There's one on this side that's provided their own homemade fireworks. It's late in the afternoon, but already the party is jumping. This whole port is one big bash, with a couple of businesses in the middle of it. As you pull up to the docks, you see which ship pulls up first? The Seahorse or the Grim Reaper?
The seahorse.
Okay, the
Yep.
Seahorse up to the dock. You see the standard assholes at the dock trying to tell you that it costs money to rent here at this particular part of the dock.
Especially since they see us towing a golden rowboat. They're
They're eyeing the rowboat because theft is not something that's not on the menu. Theft is just fine here. And there's a golden frigate rowboat held onto your boat by a little tiny rope.
I mean,
There's
Jacques
also
will
crew in that
raise-
rowboat.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I was
right.
like,
There's
Jacques
also
will
there's also
raise an eyebrow at
Yeah.
anyone and just pat
yeah.
his fucking massive weapon on his hip, like,
Yeah. The one on his hip or the one on never mind. I just want to get on the right tone.
Which one do you call the big iron?
Little Al, you
Oh,
also
they are
have
pretty hungry, I'm
yeah,
sure.
you also have 3 cannons on board your ship too. So between the 3 cannons, the crew and Jacques' mighty, well, they're mighty.
Instrument.
Yes, instrument of mass disruption. Yes, they're looking, but they're kind of only the really drunk and the really brave are still looking. But because you pull up to the key first, the pier, uh, one of the obvious um, people that belongs here looks down at your ship and at you and says, uh, "Good afternoon. If you don't mind me saying, I've been doing this for quite some time. You look like you've got a lot of money and not much ship. Can I help you with that?"
Depends on how.
Oh, I've got all kinds of options. I can give you places to put those, and he points to your cannons. And what else can you do for the two
Oh, I can
the two
wait.
horde that you have? He asked on a
For the
technical,
two
because I know there's multiple things you can do. I think a gun deck only costs you one.
Oh wait, I'm on the wrong playbook.
You have two. While you're working on this, while you're figuring that out, I'll quickly cut it off to Big Al, because you pull in behind, and you get.
Oh yes.
If you look, you see the person talking to Little Al, dressed in exactly the same clothes, but about 30 years younger and way less confident. This person with about 6 chin hairs comes up to your ship and says, "Hello, my father would like to know if you would like to spend a bunch of money on your ship. Hi."
I am so sorry you're going to have to restart, sir. You spoke a little too fast for me.
Oh shit. Hello. My father would like to know if you would like to spend, and you can see they're going to ad lib, all of your money on your ship.
There seems to be a small crotch goblin who wants our money, is what Silent said.
And they're
To-
totally
to Big
distracted by
Al.
you, like that you just totally broke their brilliant pitch.
Where is your father?
Right there. Right there.
All right then. Silent, will you watch after the lad, please?
You want me to what?
Just make sure
You
he
want
doesn't
them
get
to
on our
what?
boat.
Just make sure he doesn't what?
Get on the boat.
Yeah, that I can do. You need to stay there, small being.
Oh, so that wasn't a euphemism. Okay. Can I talk full speed to you?
Yeah, yes, you can. I have supersonic hearing, so long as you speak that way.
You've also got really cool eyes. And they look away.
Silence eyes are very, very bright emerald green for those who
Yep.
need reference. They're like unworldly other green.
So, yep.
Yeah.
Real quick, Toma, you see that happening at the front of your boat? I'm assuming you're standing back at the wheel where you usually exist.
Once we've docked, Toma's gonna start walking towards the gangplank,
Yeah. Just
running their hand over the rail, like the guardrail of the ship.
yeah.
Just and kind of like she's got this air of I'm taller than everyone right now. Even
Yeah.
though she is actually very tall.
Yeah. And yeah, striking. Even in a pirate community, when you walk off this ship, people are gonna look. You are very pirate queeny in your presentation, right? I love it. So you're just heading off into town. Perfect. We'll get to that. Jacques, other than presenting your weapon, what else is it? Anything you're doing before you see your captain talking to the dad, and you see Toma heading for the hills on the other ship, and
Yeah, I think I'm sure they probably have like some sort of nod system where like between him and the captain where it's just like, you good, or do I need to step in, or whatever, and
Yeah.
see how she's faring.
Little Al, somehow he's got his order book out and a quill pen that's been dipped in ink, and you realize that the order pad actually has a little ink well built into it.
That's handy. So I was thinking, unless, and then so Little Al like kind of holds up one finger
Yep.
and then beckons to Big Al,
Yep.
and they have a quick little conference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big Al, as you head over to Little Al, you walk past the kid, right? You hear him mutter, at not at full speed. You can understand him, but you hear him mutter, "Oh, I think this means I'm not going to get my commission." And you walk past over to talk to his dad, right? And you can
okay.
see he's trying to turn back and make eye contact with Silent, but it's just too much. It's just too frightening. But yeah, that's what you see as you walk by. The two captains. We'll get back to what the rest of these fiends do to this boy on the pier in a minute. For legal reasons, he's at least 20.
So he
Big
is.
Al.
Big
So
Al.
he's not a child?
No, only of his father. He's yes.
Okay.
So
I said
like
20 years younger, so 20 and 40. There you go. Oh, 20 and 50. I said 30 years, right?
So like there was like a budding situation. It wasn't actually a reproduction thing. They were reproducing
Yes,
by like
yes. It's
budding
probably
off the
yeah,
other one.
Okay.
probably some amoebic thing going on there, yes.
Anyway.
This is how you grow businessmen in this world now. They just when you get to a certain level of that's how you know you've made it. You wake up one morning and there's a child squeezing out of you. First table break of the night. So
Honey,
Al's.
you sound like my mother. Anyway,
The
so,
Captain Al's.
So Big Al,
Yes. Yeah.
do you have a thing? So I have a thing where if we invest like 4 horde into a ship, we do something. So we have 4 horde between us, right?
Yes.
And so if you have a thing where my hordes will help your ship that you really want to do, like we can do that, or we can invest like 2 hordes each. Which do you want to do?
Yeah, no, I don't have anything like that.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So
Out of game, I kind of looked at the sheets and saw that 2 horde would both get you something pretty cool. It gives one of you a choice of 2 things, but yeah. So
yeah, she'll think for a moment. All right then. So how much would this be?
what is it that you were looking for?
Yeah, what do you?
I don't know what. My ship can't really go up any further.
So I'm looking at the Undermine special ship advancement.
Yeah,
Is that what
that's the one. Yeah,
where
exactly.
we're purchasing from?
Yes. So
Oh,
your
okay.
choices
That
are
is the shop at which we are.
yes. So for let's do the seahorse. Your choices would be if you kept 2 horde, you could invest one of those to add a gun deck because you have right now guns taking up cargo space. If you build that gun deck, you can one of those doesn't take up cargo space, and there's no you can have up to 3. So your little tiny ship, one of the things you could do
have
is
2 gun
spend
decks.
buy 2 more gun decks and have 3 guns for free.
Like a transformer with those 2 like
Yeah, Just cannon on a stick. Yeah.
Okay,
That would
so
be
I
one
do-
option. Your other option for 2 horde would be to take Cottonclad, which is armor for your ship.
And then with gun deck, so I was gonna take gun deck twice.
Yep.
But where do I find the info on like what's +1 wreck,
Okay.
piercing?
Oh,
extreme
let's go
far?
over those.
Yeah.
+1 wreck.
I mean, I assume the +1 wreck is just that I add another level of wreck to my wreck.
Exactly. So if you roll 4, if you do 4 damage, you now do 5 with all of them.
Or I can
Piercing.
take, right? That's what I can take.
No, these are your guns. So +1 wreck is damage that you do to them.
Okay. Because I have a wreck too.
Yes.
Okay.
But this is how much damage because it says all your units
That I
of
can do.
cannons gain +1 wreck.
Okay.
So that means
Okay.
they do +1 damage? No, legitimate
Okay.
question. Piercing means it ignores armor. Extreme far means you get to fire before they do, no matter what, unless they've also got extreme far. And fire is they can start fires.
So I do have a horde thing. If I
Yep.
invest 2 horde, I take Ironclad,
Yes. Yeah.
which gives us 3 more armor
Yes.
to the Grim
yes.
Reaper.
Yep. Each one
But
of
we also
those.
lose a whole nother speed.
Yep. But those armor, remember they ablate, right? So when you get hit, it uses 1, but then you lose 1.
Okay. And eventually down the line when we have this horde, but 10 horde
Yeah.
is the other one for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could do 2 each.
Yeah. If that
Well,
works.
so if you take Ironclad,
Mhm.
then you'll basically be like the Wicked Witch, and I'll be like your little
tank.
flying monkey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're the bulldog and the chihuahua in the Looney Tunes. Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Except the chihuahua's nuclear. It's watch that one, it bites, but the big one, no.
No. Yeah, so we're gonna take 2 gun decks.
2 gun decks. Okay, so that gives you two of your cargo space back.
Yay!
And you can now fire 3 guns around.
And I guess we'll take Ironclad.
Yeah, and you're the tank and you're the glass cannon. I love this. All right.
Wait. So can I make 1 cannon like a fire cannon and 1 cannon like a piercing cannon, or do they all have to have the same capability?
You pick 2 of those 4 things, and it's all.
1 for each cannon?
Nope. No, they apply to all.
Oh.
And fire is an option. You can, if you have fire as an option, you can choose to shoot fire cannonballs or regular cannonballs. It doesn't mean they only cause fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to actually take extreme far and fire tag.
Light them on fire before they can even shoot at you.
Before they can
Yep.
do anything.
Yep. That is absolutely legitimate tactics, especially for a tiny glass, and then run and hide behind Big Al. Yep. All right.
As
cool.
they are slow, but
so yeah, the quill flies across the page. The son kind of comes over and looks over his dad's shoulder. Oh, here's a timely reference, like Bud Wall looking at his dad.
I love that.
Bud Wall's looking at his dad. He's just like hyper proud. He wishes he could have got his commission, but it's like he's watching dad closing the deal over here, and he's just hyper happy about that. He looks at you and says, the 2 of you, and says, well, because this is a fictional world, this will be done by later today.
Oh, there goes the 4th wall.
Yeah, somebody stole that a long time ago. Wave to the nice
I was
people.
gonna say, no, that's where the next cannon is going.
very good.
You look up and you just see the vague shapes of internet peoples watching through the clouds. So the 5 of you walk off the ships. Now, damn it, we got to get to the actual thing here, and into town. We haven't even done our downtime yet. I'm going to read now your 6 options. Well, actually 5 options for you lot of what you can do on your downtime, because there's roles for this, and you're going to tell me what it looks like, and then we're going to see what the results are. You can. Let me find the page. There it is. Downtime moves. You can try and do something productive, like get the scoop on something. So find out about the Empire, find out about the Well, find out about other pirates, whatever you can think of. Whatever the locals would know, they can tell you if you succeed. You can carouse, which is go partying. It costs you a treasure, but we're going to pretend you all have one. And you can, what this is, basically, this is a way to get luck. On a hit, you get 3 luck. On a 10 plus, you get to make a new friend or catch wind of an opportunity. You can go gambling. Strangely enough, in this world, gambling is mostly magical. So you roll Spitfire with this. You can make up to 2 treasure doing this. And if you really, really win, if you roll a 10 plus, you also gain some renown and therefore a boon, which is a thing we can talk about because you're going to get one anyway. The other thing you can do is tinker, which is either make a new thing with a couple of tags or fix a thing that's broken. And the last one that we're going to talk about is my favorite thing in this whole game. You can go into this town with the intent of making dubious friends. They will do things for you. They may or may not demand things in return, depending on how well you roll. So, because you nodded and grinned, Silent, let's start with you. First of all, are you sticking together as the safe party in Pirateville? And you're scattering like drops of mercury in a windstorm, right? I'm presuming.
I mean, Silent had an idea for what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's.
You tell me, I'll figure out what it's. Yeah.
Well, I feel like he's going to go do something else instead.
Yeah.
Because you said there's gambling, so there's no other choice except for to go do that.
Gonna go do some gambling.
Like,
all right.
I mean.
Yeah. This is a particular problem for Silent, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is an actual sort of a legitimately actually on the page vice for Silent, right? Yeah.
Sure is. I mean, he really, really, really wants to scope out other opportunities and see what sort of luck and opportunities might befall him.
So you're
here.
Yeah, you're heading down the dock and you hear your demon's voice in your head reciting odds tables to you on various games, like and quizzing you about how much would you bet on this hand? How much would you, they're like the coach rubbing the boxer's shoulders before the big fight, right? They're just hyping.
Right. So Silent kind of goes down the gangplank to the ship with every intention of finding opportunities and everything like that for, both Owls and his entire friend group. And the demon starts kind of whispering in his ear and almost subconsciously he's answering them as he's focused on it. And he reaches kind of crossroads of potential opportunity this way on a main thoroughfare, lots of people, and this way for the back alley gambling. And he's like a hand in his pocket. I mean, he doesn't really have a pocket, but he's swaggering a little bit, and he takes 2 steps down the main thoroughfare, and then he whistles as he turns and struts his way towards the gambling halls.
Because you see right away, you walk down the street, you see the shiny gambly places. They're just shiny gambly places, right? You're looking for something special, something to give you that buzz, right?
He's looking for the place that isn't so shiny, because those are the places.
I chose that word on purpose. Across the street, around the corner behind the bins, there is a shady looking motherfucker standing at the door of what is obviously an unnamed club. He's carrying an unnamed club, and it looks at you, and I mean, you're twitching. This guy knows the signs, and he just grins at you and says, "Cards or dice?"
Silent just kind of, he has his longer robe that has a sleeve on the end, and he flicks a hand, and it has a gold coin in it, and he tosses it to the guy.
Yeah.
And he says, "Whatever pays more, my love."
That'd be the cards. And he actually doesn't open the door he's standing beside. He pushes the dumpster out of the way and opens the door that was hidden behind that.
Yeah. So,
you go into a room. It's not a casino. It's not a gambling den. It's a fucking room with a table and 3 nasty looking dudes.
Oh yeah. So this is if Silent's been in one dingy, creepy, scary bathroom, he's been in them all
Oh,
and
yeah.
probably slept his way through half of them.
Yeah.
Uh,
That may or may not be an option here, but what is very clear is that if you fuck this up, you're in trouble.
Mhm.
So, what
He's
game
in.
do we play? What is Silent's game? The guy looks up at the one. It's clearly the leader of the group looks up at you and says, "Ah, new meat. What do you play?"
I mean, and Silent does prefer dice, but he'll play cards. He wants to play 3-card Monty.
When do you say out loud you'd rather play dice?
I mean, no, he does not, but
Oh,
this
okay.
out of character. Yeah. No, I mean, find the lady 3-card like
Yeah.
he just, you know,
You
find the
you
lady.
challenge him to a sleight of a hand game. Oh, I like this. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Rather than regular gambling.
Uh-huh.
They kind of raise an eyebrow and you sit down and it begins. These are professional gamblers. They are, by trade, they are sleight of hand artists. So you're up against some good folks here.
Mhm.
You are going to be rolling plus your Spitfire, and I
Mhm.
will remind you that you have bonds with your demon,
Mhm.
and burning one of those would give you +1 to your roll.
And it's 2d6, right?
Yep.
Okay.
2d6. If you get a 7 to 9, it works, but it could be better. And on a 10 plus, sorry, on a 7 to 9 you'll win 2 treasure. On a 10 plus you'll win 2 treasure and a special item, which we'll get to.
Okay.
But if you miss, you either lose a treasure that you probably don't have, or you have been caught cheating.
Okay.
So, you're going to use a bond?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Just-
Silent doesn't need it.
It's more. He's way too good for
Yeah,
that shit.
He
Yeah.
doesn't need it. He
I made a
doesn't
bond
need
with I made a bond with a demon, and to be a good gambler, and now I'm not going to use it because I'm a gambler.
it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's how
go.
that works.
All right, 2d6. Give us the roll.
Who is okay? So for those of you watching who don't know what 3-card Monty is, it's
Yeah.
essentially find the shells, but with
Yeah.
cards. So usually you're trying to find the queen.
Yeah.
Who's dealing? Is it Silent or them?
I'm gonna say that they say you go first, and the leader
So-
actually pokes one of the two that's with him, and says, "You got younger eyes. You know what's gonna happen."
So is Silent shuffling the cards, or are they
Yep.
shuffling the cards?
I
That's
want
my-
to do that
okay.
because this gives you the option
Okay.
of you cheating. If you
Yeah,
try,
of
if you
course.
try and table
Yeah,
the, yeah, if you try and,
So-
yeah,
Yeah. Silent does push his sleeves, nothing up this
Yeah.
one, nothing up this one, you know, and
yeah,
twirls his hand, and he has 3 cards, and he's like, he says, "Okay, now, so those of you who aren't familiar, my name is Silent Micken," and he's just going on and telling us certain things. Once upon a time, my dear daddy told me that if you had nothing to sell, sell yourself. So if you aren't having a pretty time, make sure you at least have a pretty face. And he's just going and going and going and going.
And the cards are
So-
just, yeah. What did you did?
plus Spitfire, right?
Yep,
4.
a 4. Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's a 2 and a 1 plus a 1, so that's a 4.
The boss across the table looks at the other guy, the one that's not watching you, and
Mhm.
all you hear is net. And from the ceiling above you, a fishnet falls on top of you.
Now, wait. Now, this normally would be very, very fun, gentlemen.
And he
But
reaches over and pulls over the 3 cards, and he says, I know mark cards when I see them. And he shows you the back of your cards. And whether it was intentional or not, there are marks on the 2 jacks that are not there on the queen. Just scuff marks on the edges. Whether, like I said, whether it's
Mhm.
intentional or not, you
Right.
look like, mid-sentence ban. I'm getting good at this. You look like you've been caught cheating.
now, really, I do love being tied up. But if you release me from these, I think I might have something that might be a little more worth your while that I am quite willing to part with. You could even deal the cards yourself if you would allow me to reach into my cloak and show you.
The young guy who was watching the cards starts to undo his pants and says, "I say yes."
Silent will kind of, if does the net loosen a little bit for
Uh,
Silent to or-
The guy looks over at the guy that he said net to, and he says, "Let their hands out." And they come over and take the net off, but only to here, so you can play cards. And they take the deck back, and they say, "Okay, this time it's me. It's my call. We're playing
So-
5 cards instead. What you get is what you get.
perfect.
And if I
Rather
win,
than-
you owe me 2 treasures, not the one that you currently owe them."
So Silent nods, but he does have to hold his tongue for once in his glorious life.
Because you'd like to have it still attached in the morning. Yes.
Mhm.
So this time they deal, and it's just 5 cards right in front of you, just bang, 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 bang.
Mm, yeah.
They look down at their 5, grin, and turn them over, and it's 2 pairs, aces and 8s. Just cause, why not? It's a dead man's hand.
Yeah. Am I rolling?
Silent. Yep. Roll 2 dice.
Plus Spitfire, yeah?
Yep. Are you
Can I
taking? Are
burn
you
a
using a
bond?
bond this time?
Oh, yeah, no, we're burning a bond. We're burning a bond.
Okay, so
yeah,
that adds-
absolutely.
That adds 1. Yeah.
Can
Okay, it,
Yep.
can they use the bond for with the ship? Like they practice with a bunch of the crew and stuff.
Yes, you can use multiple bonds as long as you can justify it. Yeah.
I'm trying to help here.
Yeah, it's a
Man,
very good. It's a very good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
yeah, so
'Cause you
Silent
do
is getting burned one. Can he burn one with his demon and one with the ship to
Yep.
add 2?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
So you think of your new friends? What? Huh? What a weird word.
Yeah. they're
Friends.
not-
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird to call people you sleep with a lot.
Yeah. And Fred,
Um,
your demon. I just
yeah,
why his
so-
name is Fred.
Plus
So,
1, plus
plus 2
2, that's
altogether.
plus 3 total.
Plus 2 total. 1 for ship. One's for the demon.
Oh yeah, Silent also has plus 1 to Spitfire. So
Oh yes. So
plus 3
there's
total.
plus 3 total. Yep.
Ooh, that's much better. That's gonna be a 12.
A 12. Okay, that's perfect because the math works. You flip over. Do you do a dramatic 1 card at a time reveal, or you flip the whole 5 confidently? How do you do
Oh
this?
no! Oh god, no! Silent is one at a time.
Do you
talking
look
to them.
first? Do you look first to see what
no,
you've got?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
Silent just looks at their cards and then he takes his cards and he
Yeah.
says, "Now, really, gentlemen, if you are going to get into a game with somebody who really knows what they're doing, and like one at a time, it may be best to suit you to really think about the gentleman you're playing with. Now, you with the nice pants who is halfway unzipped, I want to talk to you later. But really, if you would, I would appreciate my 2 treasures now." And that's unlike the last card.
And it comes up Jack 3, Jack 3, Jack. It's a full house.
Yeah.
The guy looks down, looks at you, says, "You
Jack
had
is
to."
on your side.
Yeah, yeah. you that
As
had to be
always.
that had to be a. How can you cheat? You never touched the fuck. And he looks at the guy with his pants half undone, and he says, "Well, for now, put those back on, and go and get them what they just won."
Well, you know what they say about fortune. It favors those who fuck, babes. Like, silence.
I like that better. I was not the one they taught me in church, but I like yours better. And the guy comes back in with a bar of gold about this big and a bar of silver about that big and plunks them down on the table. They are legitimate treasures. And
Perfect.
keep the net.
This will come in such handy later. Thank you
So, yes.
so much.
So mark down 2 treasures and a net, and let's go. Who's next? Jacques. I almost daren't ask, but I really wouldn't want to know. There's a whole city of pirates out there, Jacques. What are you doing?
Something that you probably didn't even think of. I'm
Oh, bring it.
going Jacques out of the box.
Yep.
Jacques is going to go hunting for information.
Oh, okay. Gonna go get the scoop on something. What would you like to know about?
Yeah, Jacques is looking for the man who abducted his wife.
Oh, okay.
Any information?
What do the locals know about somebody who abducts Women? Would that be, or who kidnaps women? Would that be?
Anyone that used to be on the mainland that suddenly had a hot new wife.
Ah, okay, perfect. Okay, roll me vinegar plus vinegar, please.
That's
On
a
a
minus.
hit, you can
vinegar.
ask two questions. On a hit, you can ask two questions. On a 7 to 9, you can ask one.
Okay.
On a 10 plus, you can ask two. Sorry,
Shock is not smart.
not particularly vinegary.
Yeah, that's a 3.
A 3. Oh dear.
That's 2 twos minus
Oh
1.
no. I'm gonna be. Yep, I'm gonna
Hey,
do
my
this.
first experience point.
Yeah, take an experience point for it, and I'm going to make you pay for that experience point because it's not that you get no information. I'll tell you, as a player, Jacques wouldn't know this, but you're getting the wrong information. Jacques is informed of somebody who lives. One of the Vichy, one of the traders, one of the locals who's joined the Empire, was last seen with an unidentified woman matching the description of your wife that he didn't get until after you told him what she looked like. But you missed that key part. So the information you
One of
got,
the Vichy.
it's based on the Vichy French in World War II. They were the French who worked with the Germans after they invaded. So this is the locals who worked with the Empire after it landed. One of them's got your wife, Jacques, inside the big building. Thanks to one bad roll. I love this game.
Hey, if that means that they beat up a whole building full of people that don't deserve it, then maybe do.
Well, we're not just gonna leave it at that immediate roll because I want to know, Jacques, as you went around. I mean, assuming you went to like multiple bars and things like that along the way.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that you wanted to do? That just went so quick. How about it? Just
I think after he's gone around doing that and then finds that out, I think he wants to shed Jacques for the night and go find some people to hang out with.
yeah.
And so takes off his mustache, puts it in his pocket, ties up his shirt a little more, pushes up the boobs a bit, takes the new hat he got from Dead Pirate Roberts off, ties it to a belt, and then puts his hair up.
Nice.
And Jacqueline Crusoe is out on the town.
Oh, I love it. Now, we know of Jacques' proclivities. Is Jacqueline sort of the female version of Jacques, or are her behaviors different? Wow, I phrased that nicely.
No. Proclivity is very much the same.
Okay.
Maybe not as forward and out there. Maybe a little more sly with it and
Okay.
getting in people's pants.
Okay, but you let the Jacqueline out. I love it. Perfect. That's excellent because there's no need to roll for that. So perfect. We did a rolly thing and we did another thing, and then now we can just Toma. You got to go on land.
Yeah.
To do any of this. What would you like to do? Unless you can convince me otherwise. Yes, Silent accidentally, without knowing, picks up Jacqueline. Jacqueline knows, doesn't say a fucking word.
Silent knows exactly who he's picking.
But Toma?
I've been trying to think this whole time.
Get the scoop on something, carouse, go gambling, build something, make some dubious friends, or don't go into town at all is always an option.
I think I think Tomo would go into town, but she's not going to stay there for very long.
Yep.
But she wants to see if she can dig up any information about the what are they called? I actually need to make this bigger. About the wells.
Ah, yes. Perfect. So get the scoop. So give me plus vinegar and any bonds you want to
I actually forgot to grab my D6s.
burn. They're way over there. We can see you stretching.
And it's 2d6?
Yep.
Okay.
7 to 9 is a moderate success, but with a complication. 10 pluses are successes with great and wondrous things.
That is
Now you're gonna have to use an alley, Jacques Aline, because there's no phone booths here. You can't Superman this.
so 6. This
Beat you
is
to
a
it,
total of
Bison.
8.
8. That is a moderate success. So you find out one piece of information, not two, about what you're looking for. The I'm gonna be nice. What do you learn about this closest, most this unfinished well?
I think Toma learns the name of the person behind the paperwork to get things
Ooh.
done.
Oh, the boss of that project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, they don't get the description or anything like
Yeah.
that, but they get the name.
Okay. Okay, it's Barry. Barry M. Definitely not Barry Manilow because I panicked. Just Barry M. Oh, he's barium. He gets used in certain medical procedures. Tastes like chalk. Don't ask me how I know. So, yes, the project boss is Barry M. That's how he wants to be known, because he wants to be known as the cool boss. And that could end up being really, really useful, because one of the things you can find as plunder in this game is information about people that you can use against them.
Yeah.
So you have planted that seed. All right, let's skittle along. Yeah, it's like scuttling, but it's a rainbow. Little Al, what's your off time, your downtime look like?
I'm gonna make dubious friends.
All right. What part of a pirate city do you go to make dubious friends?
Okay, so make dubious friends is like seeing if there's any jobs to do kind of thing, right?
It's finding people who will do things for you.
Who will do things? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So she is going to go to the absolute last stop on the downward slide of saloons. Like people who have lost every single bet for the last 6 years or whatever. Like nothing has paid off for them.
Yep.
They got nothing.
Yep.
They're desperate.
It used to say saloon on the roof, and the A and L have fallen over, so it just says soon.
Yeah. These people are ready to walk into the ocean without a boat.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Yep.
You know. And then she like kind of settles in and I mean she like takes off her big hat and like she tries to dress down a little bit. She doesn't walk into this place like glittering in gold.
Sure. Yeah.
But she does look nice enough that she's got some cash.
Yep.
And she could probably make their life a little better.
Uh-huh.
And she sits and she orders a drink.
Yep.
And hopes that the glass was washed within the last like 16 years.
Yeah.
And eavesdrops.
Yep. Yep.
And is looking for somebody who's like.
Okay. Give us a roll plus polish. This is it. Rather than your ability to speak, this is your ability to get close to people and not be seen while you're listening to them speak. kind of thing. Yeah, I like
Oh, I like that roll. 12.
that. 12. Okay. You have definitely found a choice, a couple of choices, because we're going to call this sort of a critical success. On a yeah, there's lots of desperate people in here, and they're all desperate. But the ones that you kind of pick out, one that you pick out is a wannabe hero. They are just so ready to prove themselves. They will do anything. Like the stuff that they're promising to do, the stuff that they're pretending that they've done, is just harrowing bullshit. But they seem like they're willing to do it. Maybe a risk as far as security is concerned, but willing to go. There's another one. There's a retired military guy who's kind of grumbling about wanting to see some action against this empire. Those are the two that you're convinced you could get to do something for you for free.
And we've been wondering about. I'm looking at my notes here.
Yep.
We've been wondering about. We're going after the pants with Pants de Leon, right?
Yep.
Ship is
Treasure trousers of the naked
The
moon.
mighty- I want this person. Oh, I wrote it down. Where did I write it down? I think I put it in Notepad. So this bull riding ring that we found out about
Yes.
and the people involved in it, it's going to be, honestly, it's probably going to be a little bit more low stakes.
Okay.
The bare bones back rider, best of show.
Okay.
Belt buckle.
The belt buckle. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh, I'm going into deep lore.
Yep. I love notes. I don't take them, so I love them. But yeah.
So I want to know more about that thing, and I want to know anything about like what made him stop being a bull rider, a bony bull rider, bull rider.
Okay. So this is
wanna
the
know more
information
about
you
that.
want from the friend. Okay.
Yeah.
That case is probably the older, the ex-military guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
you see sitting there. You get talking with him, and yeah, they look at you and say, you just want information. Okay.
Yeah, and if you show me that you can do that without fucking it up, then we'll talk about maybe a little more actiony stuff with the Empire.
Okay. Real people, undead bulls, rodeo.
Yeah.
Travels all the bigger islands. Before. The thing that kind of surprises me is you can imagine people that ride those undead bulls, pretty tough. So, getting one off of somebody would be quite a challenge.
How do they make the bulls buck?
Acid belt
Oh my god, are you serious?
right around the
Oh,
ribs. Right around the ribs. Stings a little bit, burns a little bit, but they're good for years before they wear a ring in them. So you can tell the old bulls they got a ring worn into their rib cage. They're undead animals, so yeah. Sorry, I hope I'm not offending anybody with that.
No, no, just like those poor bulls are running around. Like, what do they do when they retire them? Do they put little skirts on them? Or
Yeah,
what?
in the ring. Yeah.
Two skirts.
That's how you can tell the retired bulls.
Okay.
It's not the running of the bulls, it's the prancing of the bulls. It's all those retired bulls going do 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 do.
Little hula skirts.
I misheard so much of that.
Same.
I'm not
How do they get the
surprised.
bulls to what now?
Buck?
I'm good.
I
I did not
misheard
hear
too.
Buck.
Yeah, I misheard it too, and that's why there was a gap. If you watch it back, there's kind of a but yes, processing. Oh, that's what it was. No, I
Because
love
I've
it.
gone hypersonic.
Yeah, it's all good. So,
Okay, so
Yeah, you get a whole speech. You are now an expert on the last like 10 seasons. He lists the people that could be the belt of, because you guys just got it as part of the booty,
it fell
right?
off of DPR.
Oh, right, Dead Pirate Roberts. Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm looking for dirt on that guy.
Okay.
I want to know more.
Well,
So,
in that case, the information that I gave you without realizing that I'd given it to you is either Dead Pirate Roberts wasn't dead 6 months ago, and that's his belt buckle, or he fucking stole it from a very tough human being, because only it's living people and dead bulls, right?
What was the name of the person? Like, do we know who the person was that won 6 months ago, or does this person know who won 6 months ago?
He says it should say on the back.
Bloop.
Turn it over, and it's all full of bone dust, because it was like a belt buckle against his pelvis. You blow it out, and
I have pelvis dust.
yeah, the Dead Pirate Robert pelvis dust. But you blow it all the way from the surface, and it leaves it. That's perfect, because I was just about to say it leaves it inside the lettering. It leaves that white powder from his pelvis, and then when he went like that, it hardened. Sorry, Toma. It hardened, and you can read it, and yeah, it's he looks at it and says, "Oh, that's from 3 or 4 years ago," or he knows it's from 3 years ago.
What's the name? Like, do we know
It's
what the actual
not
name
Robert.
is?
It's
Oh.
completely it's like it's something you've never heard.
Like George.
Yeah, George Wilberforce. There we go.
Fitzgerald.
It's now George Wilberforce, famed bull rider. So DPR stole that.
Or he wasn't DPR and he won it.
Yes, and then turned into
One or the
DPR after he died.
Turned into-
But who knows? That is what you get from your dubious friend. And a
Okay.
contact next time you come back here, if you remember. You will, because you
Listen,
make notes.
if I had that name, I would also change it to something cool. If I turned into a skeleton pirate.
Yes. Everybody here is on an alter ego already. Big Al, I think you're the only one left.
Yeah. So she at first starts to head to like one of the taverns,
Yep.
and then I keep forgetting to actually make this a character. The little voice in the back of her head is like, "Nope, we gotta go get information first, and then you can go have fun."
Yeah.
We-
Okay.
And she's like, "Okay, so where do I go to find information about the Empire?"
Well, the Empire, probably just the local bars and pubs and whatnot. That's all there is
Okay.
here. You know?
Because she's looking for if anyone has seen her dad.
Oh. They were taken, right? Or disappeared?
They they got tricked
Right.
into a meetup and has not shown up.
Ooh, this would be very, very interesting if you make this roll. So that's definitely a get the scoop. That's plus vinegar. Bonds? This is an important question. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to burn one, I think, just for safety reasons.
yeah.
So what happens if we burn a bond?
You add 1 to your roll,
Okay.
and they'll recharge at the end of a chapter,
Okay.
which is increasingly less like. No, we could still make it. We're about to go right after this, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll burn a bond with the ghost who
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be talking to.
yeah.
More, but I don't.
Ghost of the ship.
No,
Oh,
ghost that's possessed in her.
oh, your own ghost, right? Yes, yep.
Yeah. And then okay. 11?
11. 2 pieces of information. I'm going to give you the answer to 2 questions. You didn't even have to ask them because they're pretty obvious. What you see is when you start talking to people, you're not like you're hitting a wall. There's something there, something's going on, but nobody is telling you. And after a while, your companion just gets sick of it, and just you see them. They start to shrink, and you've seen them do this before. It's a horrible thought. They shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink, and they go in the ear of the person that you're talking to, and you can feel them in your head rummaging around in their head, just like nope, 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 nope. Oh, here it is. It's an NPC. Sorry, but yeah, it's and back out, and they say to you, they don't say anything to you. They show you a video on the inside of your eyes, basically. It's your dad and a bunch of people that look just like him, powerful business people, being herded up and taken away to jail. The intent was to ransom them, but they found out that your family, as successful as they were, didn't have a lot of cash money, so they never sent the demand. He's just rotting in jail.
Okay. So I guess the second piece of information that she's looking for is where's this jail and
Yep.
how hard, or I guess less of the location is needed. It's how hard is it to break into?
The answer to both of them is the same thing. It's inside the module, the big Imperial module. So very, very difficult is going to be the answer to that. Really difficult. Thank you for the message, Toma. Yeah.
And then the second thing she wanted to do is spread some rumors.
Yeah. Because that's a thing. That's an ability you have. Yes?
Yes, it is.
All right. What rumor are you going to try and spread? Because if this fails, I get to do something horrible to your rumor.
Yeah.
Your princess is in another castle.
It's... You know what? The Empire borders aren't as strong as they think they are. There's people going through all the time. They just don't know it.
The Empire what?
Borders.
Borders. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. The Empire isn't just generally the Empire isn't as strong as we think they are, as you think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, give us a roll. Because it's one of your captain abilities.
Yeah.
Which is a great reminder too for everybody to scroll down to that page on their character sheet that shows you all your abilities. Remember, you can do those things.
It says roll plus polish.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Whatever your polish
plus one.
trait is. Yeah. So yeah, plus
6.
6. Okay. Oh, that is a fail. So you start the rumor, and you do the thing where you go out and walk around the block and walk back into the bar to see if it's stuck. The rumor that's getting started here is it starts with what yours was. It starts with they're not as strong as we think they are, but it's already been added to that, and they're panicking, but in a violent, reactive way. Like people are afraid they're going to come and get us. Yeah.
Okay. I want to make people less scared of them. Oh,
yeah,
well.
But you failed, so unfortunately. So yeah, you started exactly the opposite thing. All right. So that's everybody did their thing, and I would like to, as much fun as downtime is, let's move along. Oh, Silent, yeah, you got your 2 treasures. Never mind. You also get your gambling. Oh no, sorry, that was carouse where you get luck. Never mind, I got confused. You guys all make your way back to the ships magically by that evening, and you have everything's done. The armor's on your ship, and the cannons on arms are on the seahorse. Yep. Oh, the seahorse is now a centaur. It's got arms.
Yes. Could I also argue? Just hear me out.
Please do. Yes.
I'm not entirely sure how this works, but even though Silent burned on with the demon,
Yeah.
because Silent listened to the voice in his head to go gamble,
Yeah.
could he gain one of those bonds back? No.
Um,
That how that works or no? This is a genuine question.
No, not technically. No, you get them
Okay,
back at the end
cool.
of the thing.
Yeah, no worries. I
But,
just wasn't sure how that actually
what it
worked.
is, the prize you get for the way that you worked is it doesn't send you into your vice. It doesn't send you into an endless spiral of gambling where they have to come and get you. So yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Yo, he's able to walk away. Got it. Understood.
Yeah. All right. So now that Toma has taken their true form, tiny fierce pirate, we can continue. You guys back on the same boats that you started on?
Unless anyone wants to come over here.
All right.
Jacques got my boat.
Got your shot, got your vote. All right. So the intent, as I remember it, is to head over to the Crescent Moon Island, which may be what
Gotta get the
what
sail.
Pants. Yeah, we're getting it. What Pants was talking about when he confirms that it might have been Crescent Moon and not Naked Moon, but he may have gotten confused about that. But his ship is with the two of you as well. As you head past the shady shoals, you see a small building shaped like a crab, and in great big letters across the front of it, spelt very poorly, it says "Dips Swimming Lessons, free."
I dip.
Dip waves at you, and you hear he jumps into the water, and it's like watching a torpedo. Just under the surface of the water, it comes screaming up to your ship, skids to a stop beside it, looks up at you, and says, "I can swim."
Well done.
Free kelp for you forever. Not the rest of you. I gotta make money somehow, but you free kelp forever. I'm still in the kelp business on the side. You'd be surprised how many people don't know how to swim. I gotta go.
Well, I wish you luck.
And he turns around and torpedoes back to the island, where he has a bristling and successful business going on, teaching swimming and feeding everyone kelp. Arms have been added to the seahorse, and it is now a sea centaur as far as I am concerned. With that, the sea centaur, which has now been changed into picture as well. He's living his best crab life, you betcha. You approach Crescent Moon Island. And a couple things become apparent. It's not as big as it is on the map. that's like a continent. But it is very much a crescent-shaped moon, but one side sticks out slightly further than the other side. So it catches the waves and the current of the ocean, and it has created a massive vortex inside that bay. And in the very, very center of that, there's this island sort of pillar thing, because the water's swirled up to the sides, right? So it's kind of hollow-shaped bowl of water. It's spinning that fast. And in the middle of it is this island. And on the island itself, you can see a little tiny cabin. And beside it, actually sticking out of one of the windows, a massive treasure chest. It looks like the place is like this little, it's like a lean-to on the beach, but it looks like it's absolutely stuffed with treasures. But that sail in there's going to be something else. As you get a little closer, though, you see this place, needs must. All around the inside ring, the inside of the ring, now that you made that toilet seat joke over this sounds really nasty, but all this around the inside ring of the island, there are scavengers. And as you get closer, you see somebody in a boat has a go. And they dive into that maelstrom and they go around and around and around and around. They get about 3/4 of the way down. The boat is crushed. The flotsam and jetsam, that's the stuff that floats and the stuff that gets on the shore, comes spewing up to the sides and actually gets to the shore all the way around, and these scavengers run up and take what they can of it. What do you do? You have but one navigator, I will say, and said navigator has the ability, has the skill to do this, or at least to have a go. That would be the navigate skill for our navigator, who would roll plus Spitfire. But you get one of them and 2 ships. A mighty treasure awaits. Pants de Leon.
I'm gonna look at the 2 owls. Like, are you guys ready for me to do this? Are we committed?
Can we, for now, can we lash the seahorse
Oh.
to the side of the Grimmy Reaper?
Yeah.
Grim Reaper.
Yep. I like that idea. And Pants wants you to do the same thing with his ship on the other side. So you're basically a
Got
trimaran.
pontoons.
Yeah, like a trimaran heading in here. Sure, that's a great way to get all 3 ships in. Toma, this is beyond navigation. This is absolutely no questions about it. Magic time. It's time to just do the things that can't be done.
Yep.
Any bonds?
Currently my bonds are with both of the ships.
Mm-hmm. So you could burn both of those.
And I intend to.
Okay, so that's +2. Okay. Give me a roll plus Spitfire +2.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna say anything in case I might jinx it. 6. That's a total of 12.
12. Wow. Okay.
My Spitfire is the highest stat.
Oh,
At
yeah,
3.
that's your thing. You just dive in. It's like the trimaran surfing in Hawaii, right? It's every once in a while you see it, and you absolutely nail it. The sails of all 3 ships are flapping in the maelstrom wind. You're doing the thing that you're supposed to do in rapids. You're going faster than it is, right? You go in and start to do the circles, and you stay way up high for a little while. You start to work your way down and down and down towards, and as you get closer and closer and closer to the base, you're almost there. And you see coming towards the ships a huge beam from another ship. And there's nowhere to go. You are all done. 12 or not, this is it. You're finished. Bad luck, too bad. And then an arm comes up from the depths and grabs that beam and just down the hole. And you feel a suction as whatever that was backs out of the crescent crater like it's no big deal. Like that water flow is nothing. And you down to this new dock that's been built at the water level of the bottom of this funnel of water. And you just and the three ships just dunk right up against this little pier in this little pool. At the end of the path that goes up, you can see at the top of the hill the little hut with the gold. But right in front of you, there's a portal in the rock. It looks like rock, but you can see the water flows through it. It's only an illusion. There's some way for you to get the ships out of here after this, which is cool because nobody thought about that before you went in. How do you get back out of here? But yes, so all of you now are all there on the end of this pier at the bottom of this hill. Pants is on fire. He's not literally. He is dancing on his ship. He jumps onto the pier. He's wearing magnificent 3-color trousers that you realize must be ceremonial because from the knees down they're blue like the ocean. From the knees to just below his regions, they're gray like the side of this island, and at the top, the whole regions are gold and sparkly and tight. He leaps off his boat, starts to run up the stairs, and he stops. He can't help himself. He turns and looks back, and he says, "Does my ass make these pants look great?" Jacques, you look bored. I want to know how Jacques responds to pants. Waving his ass at you from 20 steps up.
Yeah, Jacques like looks up at the ass, is just like, I've seen better.
Oh, he makes as though to throw himself off into the ocean. He's so offended. He says, "Oh, if it wasn't for my pants, I would do this." But he turns, "These are dry clean only," and he turns and heads up the stairs. I made you talk first, so you wanna? I'll give you the first chance to follow. You want to be the first one up there, other than Jacques, or other than pants?
Yeah, he will. He's back in the Jacques persona. He
Yeah,
did that like before he
presume,
went back
yeah.
to the ship.
Yeah.
And so I imagine he was like right behind this dude.
Yep. So
It was
up
like,
you go.
it was just like,
Yep. Is everybody
it's like,
headed up
maybe
there?
it's an angle.
Sorry. Toma?
I think, understandably, I'm going to stay with the ship and the cruise.
Yep.
Just in case.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense to me. That's
Silent is following Jacques.
why I specifically asked. Let's just have this image of this train of people walking up the stairs, just looking at the ass of the person in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just they're all like the 4 steps below each other, so you got a nice view.
Jacques looks behind him at Silent and is just like, Silent, I wish it was you in front of me.
You guys can change positions. You hear from Pants. I try not to be offended by that.
Someone say, "Oh, say less, darling," and like just like scurries up around Jacques and is now behind Pants and like ogling Pants, and then like, "You're welcome."
Is Silence still in the like shiny pants?
Oh yeah,
The gold booty shorts.
Silent is in the gold booty shorts with gold boots. Oh yeah,
Thunder
absolutely.
pants. Yeah, got the thunder
They have
pants
gone
on.
into. They're in port. Silent must look his best. The black shorts are just for the sea, where nobody but the crew can see him. Those who already appreciate his beautiful ass don't need the gold. Okay.
They don't deserve it. They haven't earned it. So when you get to the top of the hill, we're gonna have Silent do it first. The rest of you will see this as you crest over the crest. But as you get there, Silent, you come up and you see first of all Pants with no pants. He's pulling a pair of pants out of a chest. They are so bright and so sparkly and so glimmery that it's hard to look at them. Like they are cosmically stunning. It's like looking at an eclipse. It's just cosmically stunning pants. But standing in front of them, the pants that's standing there naked is not the pants that stands there with the pants on. Because the thing with pants is the pants are magic. All the pants are magic. They all make him young and immortal and virile. But he has no pants on right now. So he's old and wrinkled and shrivelly.
So Jacques was right.
Yeah.
Jacques is just like 6 cents in this shit for ass.
There's an audible gasp, like
my classical
that telenovela, like you know.
And Pants turns to you and says, "You must never tell anyone." And he's trying to pull the pants on, but it's like he's trying to get into a latex suit without any talcum. It's like he's just kind of stuck getting in.
I am telling everyone.
As Jacques, as you come up the corner, he's basically got 1 foot in the new pants, and he's trying to get them on. And yeah, there's saggage. Yeah, some people got baggage. He's got saggage.
Silent is just like, "Oh, it's gonna be hard to come back from this one."
You don't have to tell anyone, do you? Do you need more cannons?
I like the pants.
And he freezes. Like for a second, it looks like you cast petrification on him. And it's not a pretty sight. It's like it's like the Greek statue that somebody carved of an old, really old, shrivelly person, and everybody looked at him and went, "Why?" It's like that. It's just frozen in space and time. And these pants? And he points down to the sparkly mass of pantsness.
They would look better on Silent.
Mm. They would. Full offense, by the way.
Full offense taken. Okay, but I get one of the treasures from the box then, yes?
Salon will look to Jacques. Be like,
A non-pants related item? It pains
I
me
think
to
that
say
should be
this.
left up to our captains. But as for
Meanwhile,
the pants,
yeah.
Silent and I make many a friend wherever we go, and they will all know about this.
The owls, you sort of crest the hill at this point.
Sorry, guys, hold on.
Come across this conversation, and yeah, the request is, can Pants have a piece of treasure that you haven't discovered yet, in exchange for the pants that he's not allowed to take, because Silent apparently is taking the cosmic pants, the treasure trousers of the naked moon.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The
So they
intensity
won.
of the decision-making process about
They won.
He can have one, but we get to
Yes.
pick which one it is.
Yes, there we go.
Okay. And this,
That's
this- I
fair.
mean, Pants in his pants would have argued with you, but Pants with no pants is in no position to argue.
He's too saggy.
It's just yeah, things are dangling and yeah.
Mhm.
You didn't know there was a wind before, but you can kind of tell now because.
Silent would like to counter offer
Okay.
that Pants can take his gold and silver bar if they can keep all the treasures in the chest.
Silent, why are you negotiating against?
We
I could
already
have
said.
treasure. I could have treasury trousers.
Uh,
No. Silent wants the pants and all the treasures in the chest.
Yeah. So you're willing to give up the two that you just won gambling?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. He might be lower garment oriented, but he also understands money. That's two treasures. He can buy lots of pants with that. He agrees and holds out his arm to shake your hand, and the whole, like, I can say this because I'm getting it. The whole thing happens with the wiggle as he reaches out to
The
Silent just
turkey wing?
offers him like
Yeah.
a
Yeah. Silent.
Yeah.
The pants lie before you. You picked them up?
And from DM to DM, I didn't like the way you said that.
Are they cursed? I will give you this above table. They're not cursed.
Okay,
It's better
yeah.
than that.
Oh yeah, Silent absolutely grabs the pants. Let's
Pick up
both
the
the
pants.
owls have
They're,
the rest of the treasures.
they're basically made of glitter. Except the glitter is all gems. It's diamonds and rubies and everything. This is literally treasure trousers.
So
it
it's
turns-
sequined.
Yes, jeweled sequins, except it's real jewels.
Silent, you cannot make these into shorts.
The
Please.
kicker is it's funny
Watch
you
me.
say that. It's funny you say that, Jacques, because Silent, as you picked them up, it turns out that he was right. Pants was right. It was the treasure trousers of the naked ass. The ass.
They're assless.
They're
chaps?
assless. They're not chaps. They're proper pants, but they're assless.
Yes!
It's literally that sound comes from Silent. He goes,
They
the
are.
look on Silent's face is transcendent.
They are worth.
Jacques is just gonna high five him and be like, "Oh yes."
Silent, are you putting on the assless pants?
Absolutely.
Oh, so I mean, there's nothing ever. You've already pole danced on the ship, so gold pants down or gold shorts down,
Yeah.
sparkly pants on. As you
Yeah.
pull them up and as you do up the jeweled zipper and button, you feel a certain virility swoosh through your nether regions. They are pants de
Silent is-
Leon pants. They are
Silent
make
is
you.
so ready.
Yes.
He's so excited.
So yeah, pants de Leon's treasure pants of the naked naked moon are now Silent's treasure. Unless somebody wants to fight them for it.
No.
The rest of you
I
see
can
the
die.
moon. The rest of you
They
see
went to-
the moon of
No,
the,
they went to the best ass.
yeah, the moon of Silent is out tonight, surrounded by sparkly stars. Wait till you see
You've
this
heard
thing
of
at
a
night.
super moon, but
Yeah.
there's like a silent moon.
It's a super moon. Sorry, Martel showed up for a second. But you now see before you this little lean-to. The sticks of the lean-to are stacks of silver coins. The leaves on the back of it are gold plate, or gold, like sort of gold filigree leaves from some sort of weird statue. Even the little hut is treasury. And now somebody gets to make a roll. This is a blank roll, so there's no pluses except bonds that you want to roll or you want
I
to
will
burn.
make a.
I
I'll make
will-
a roll.
I'll make a roll.
This is to see how much treasure there is. The two captains. Let's do. You both roll and we'll take the better one because this is your first one. So
It's
But-
2d6.
it is 2d6 plus 2 because there have been 2 rumors that this was a big deal. Pants told you that it was a big deal. Turned out he was right. It had the pants of pantsness. But there also you heard a rumor. Well, the rumor that started the whole game when we were during character creation. The reason that there's an X here at all is that you heard that there was a major treasure here. So both of you roll 2d6 plus 2, and whoever rolls higher, that's what we'll use as the.
I
Result.
really hope you rolled better than I just did.
Yes,
I rolled
Hellhounds.
a-
Make the joke. Make the joke, especially if it's filthy.
I rolled a 9, but
Surprisingly
then plus 2
nice.
is 11.
11. Beautiful.
What did you roll, Big Al?
5 total.
Oh,
So let's go with the 11. It's rising and
Okay.
falling and rising and falling, yes. Just like Silent's pants.
up and down and up and down and up and down.
I can't help it. My pelvis has got a mind of its own. All right. You
Just don't
start.
take up pole vaulting.
You start.
No one is ever gonna let that joke go. are they?
No. And normally that would have been the most outrageous thing that happened at the Olympics. Let's just leave it at that. Normally
Yeah.
that would have won. Anyway, let's get back to plundering the loot, shall we? You rolled a 10 plus. You get to choose 2 of the following things, which I will read out. 1. A beautiful weapon that does 2 harm and has 2 tags, so 2 things that make it special. A strange object with mysterious powers of my devising. An old dangerous book, which means every time you use it, something bad will happen, but it contains either important knowledge, great power over the elements, or someone trapped inside it, or documents and letters you can use to blackmail someone, disguise yourself as someone, or bargain with someone. Those are your 3 choices. You get 2 of those.
Definitely blackmail documents.
Okay? I saw everybody nods like, yes.
And then there was the weapon and then the second thing was the book.
Yep.
Wasn't there a thing in between the weapon and the book?
There was. The weapon. Oh, a strange object with mysterious powers of my devising.
So is that 4?
There's 4 things.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
There's even
I was
4
like, did
dots
I-
there. I should have counted.
Because I'm interested in that thing,
Okay.
actually. Unless somebody really wants me to take like one of the other choices, I'm interested in blackmail documents and mysterious item. Because I gotta know what it is.
Okay. Anybody else? Number 3, my lord. Old
Big
dangerous
Al
book. Yep.
is really all for the blackmail one.
Yep.
And then, yeah, the book.
The book is a different thing.
Yeah, I know. Than the
Okay.
mysterious
Okay.
object.
Well, here that's okay because I didn't. There's a little bit I didn't read. You get those things, those that you choose, that you just chose, plus 3 treasures. So in place of one of those treasures, I'll give you the book.
I'm good with that. Are you
So
good
you
with
get
that?
2
That
generic
sounds
treasure.
good to me.
You get 2 generic treasures that you can do whatever it is. Blackmail documents for Barry M. It's the only name I got tonight, so this has got to be. That's got to be who these are for. Then I got a week to figure out what those are. That's good. Oh, Barry's. Oh, what does Barry do? Barry's bad. Okay, blackmail documents for Barry. Second family. That's too easy. I got a week to figure it out. A mysterious item, which is it's a sextant. It's a sextant. It looks like a sextant, except it's carved out of a single piece of crystal. So you can't move it like you need to move a sextant to use it.
Hmm.
You use a sextant to determine your distance from the equator.
Right.
It looks like that, but it's carved out of silver, and it's got like sporklies inside it.
Is it crystal or silver?
It's crystal. It's all one
Okay.
piece of crystal, non-moving, and it's got like swirly green energies inside it. And no, the thing that points out is not a penis, therefore it's not a sextant.
Sextaint.
So that's the mysterious item. You don't know what that does yet. You're going to have to use the phrasing from another game, attune to it to see what that does. And the book. You get to choose. Right? An old dangerous book with. Does it have important knowledge, great power over the elements, or someone trapped inside?
Oh, I thought you could choose.
I'm going to let you choose. Because you rolled a 12.
Oh.
Well, you didn't
Well,
roll a 12.
little
but
Al
you,
did.
you communally rolled a 12. with
No,
the
I'll
10.
share my 12 with.
Yeah.
I'm sharing with Big Al.
Yes. Oh, yes. I get. Yeah.
I can't reach out. I'm stuck between someone being stuck in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested in having someone stuck in it, so I'm good with that.
Yeah. The others? Yeah. Okay. You don't know who that is yet.
New friend. New
I have
friend. New
I have a very, very vague idea. That's going to be awful.
Unless you really want it to contain like knowledge or
New friend.
elements.
Yeah. JD Vance fucked a couch. You're going to fuck a book. Way to go, Jacques. Well done. All this topical
Okay.
humor is going to be useless in 2 weeks, but
It
Yeah.
is. All right, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Okay.
yep.
Contains someone in it.
That's the good stuff. Now for the bad things. There's baggage. Oh, except that you rolled over a 10. So there's no baggage.
There's no baggage.
Nope.
We got no bagage.
No bagage that comes with this.
I mean, only the one that we got with Silent's new pants.
Yeah. Oh, you can
Check
see
this
silence baggage
baggage.
now.
And the dangle.
Yeah.
We've got some bagage and we've got some sagage. It's great.
Yes, speaking of Sagage, he has pulled on his previous pants, the ones that he wore
Matching
here.
pants of banana hammock.
You know what? Just out of the goodness of his heart,
Yeah.
Silent would have give pants the gold shorts that he was wearing, just
Aw.
out of
Booty shorts.
just out of his generosity.
Because I was gonna say, and I'm gonna say it. Pants pulls on the pants that he came there with, and stands over there. They've only kind of worked. He's only kind of got part of his virility back because he really had his heart set on these new ones. So, mission obsession and everything else made their new pants more powerful. But when you hand him the gold booty shorts, he pulls them on over the pants that he's wearing. So it's kind of like a Madonna in the 80s kind of underwear on the outside look going on now. But that, at the very least, maybe not for you, but it returns him in his mind and therefore him in his body back to his original virile stance. But you can see when he goes into heroic pose, he just doesn't mean it anymore.
So what you're saying is he went from soft and flaccid to hard and firm?
I am
But he's
picturing
never going to
Silent.
be quite as hard as he was before. That's right. Yes. Yeah.
I'm picturing Silent like kind of perking him up by
Yeah.
like breaking into a round of like I'm sexy and I know it.
Oh,
With the
No.
the LMFAOs were
No,
with the
no.
wiggle, yeah.
Yeah,
Really tight
no.
shorts. No.
excuse you? What do you mean? Yeah, no.
What are you doing?
Silent
What?
just goes, A for effort. Pants.
He,
Silent does not hype anyone up except for him and his
Except-
crew.
right. Okay.
It was
So-
I don't know. I figured he would be too happy to like be catty at the moment. My goodness. We go
Nah.
back to right said fat.
There we go.
Yeah. But no, Silent is being catty and that making sure that Pants knows he's not as sexy as he knows it.
You do the thing where you deliver the line and then turn around and walk away in the fancy pants, the assless pants.
Yes.
Yeah. Wiggling just ever so slightly.
Yes.
It is seductive,
I
and you're
mean-
not going to get any of this fashion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Jacques
Jacques?
is looking between this and is
Yep.
looking at Pants, just shakes his head slowly, and
Oh.
then looks at Silent, is following behind. Silent's just like, Silent, are you sure we cannot?
And Pants adjusts the golden booty shorts, and just looks sad. Big Al and Little Al, you see these two head off, complimenting each other and trying to sex each other without appearing to want to sex each other.
They're not subtle.
No, not
No.
even. No.
No.
What do the captains? How do they respond to this? Or what are you doing? You've scooped up all the treasures.
Little Al's gonna put her arm around Big Al's shoulder and
Yep.
just be like, "Hey, what you got in that book there? You found a book."
Just looks at it. Does it have anything? Like even a name?
What does it look like?
The all it says on the cover is an autobiography.
Can we? What happens when we like kind of crack it a little bit
Yeah.
and like kind of peek at the pages?
I'll give you the I want to say the devotion page. That's not the right word. Dedication. The dedication page. You open it up, and it says, "To my mom, the only one who ever loved me." And
Oh,
there's a
the-
sad face at the bottom that's got a little tear coming out of it, and the tear is real. Like you could see, there's a real physical tear on the yeah.
Oh, you splashed your book, Al.
No, it seemed to have done that itself.
Blinks. The little sad
I-
face blinks.
It's like a little animated face on the
Yeah.
page.
This is not a romance like I thought. Oh no.
Oh, Al, you'll
You've given
find
me
your
quite a challenge to
romance.
give me a week to turn this pathetic little boy who's trapped in here. Not a little boy, a pathetic wannabe sorcerer who's trapped in
Person.
here. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yep.
Oh, Al, you'll find your romance. I'm sure of it.
Oh, even better idea. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Just kind of looks at it, closes it back. All right, let's get back to the ships. We got to get going.
make my little
Who
note.
is as a Big Al or as Little Al is like walking along with Big Al and just like, yeah, okay, let's get back to the ship. Who is Barry M? You know a Barry M?
From the ship, you see like the two little quote unquote ears on Toma's head just stand upright like a bunny.
What is it, girl? What is it? Is Timmy stuck in the well?
Quickly, before Toma answers that, I want to give Toma a little time. I know we're slightly over time here, but we started late. So
That's
I want to
fine,
give
it's fine.
Toma a
Yeah,
nice little
that's all right.
scene here because you stayed on the ships and
Yeah.
you're watching this maelstrom around you. And you saw that one tentacle before. That tentacle comes back. You could see it in the wall of the maelstrom, and then it goes away, and it comes back, and it goes away. And it comes back in a last time, and this time it's sort of, you know, they've got like a on the end the squids have at the end of two of
Yeah,
their arms
yeah.
they've got the pad. I don't know what it's called, but they can close that around
Yeah.
things. So it comes in this time and it's actually closed, and it comes up out of the water right beside your ship and then opens up like that, and inside on the palm is a huge red pearl.
How big are we talking here?
Well, this is, I mean, you know whose arm that is, or you got a pretty good
Yeah.
idea. And in the palm, so it's sort of like the size of your head.
Oh, the pearl. Yeah, the pearl's the size of my head.
Yeah. And it's exactly the same color as you are when you're in the water.
Toma is gonna walk up to it, and she's turning different shades of pink and red as her form of blushing.
It matches you.
And she's going to take the pearl and hug it close to her chest, kiss her fingers, and lay it on the tentacle.
They do that thing where they almost flicker away, but then they stay until you take your hand away, and then bloop, into the water. And as it leaves a completely unnecessary but absolutely beautiful stream of bubbles in its wake.
She's going to stand there holding this pearl close to her, like this is the greatest treasure of her life.
I'm trying not to spoil the moment by saying Toma stands on deck clutching their pearls. But Toma stands on deck clutching their pearl. And you can feel it. It's somehow it's connected to you and to your new friend. Just as you're trying to figure out what to sort of breathe, you hear them coming down the hill making the comment about Barry M. And as they do, it shrinks down to just that big and on a ring made of itself. So it's like one piece. It's a red ring it's like it's cut out of amber, but it's all cut out of that one pearl, but it's not cut. It just forms around your finger. And then you hear, who's this Barry M? And I think, yeah.
I think like as soon as little Alice says that, the tentacles curl over the edge of the ship, land on the pier, and then Toma descends
Just,
like in a really crappy CGI movie, just descends like an elevator right in
Yeah.
front of her.
yeah. So you come down onto the dock where these guys are and meet them
Mhm.
on the dock. Okay. And as you step down, only you see for right now the glint of the red light coming through that pearl. They're supposed to be pearlescent. This one is translucent pearlescent. It's whatever you are.
Mhm.
And with that moment, we will drop the curtain on this evening. There's something I had to do in this story. That with all the thirsty, there had to be one true love story that just runs through it all. So when Hellhounds came to me with an idea, I leapt on it because it works really, really well.
Hey, There's horny on the main, but Jacques has a wife.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. That's perfect place to start because I want to do the thank yous now. And thank you to Luna A for Jacqueline getting out and having some fun. I love that. I've been waiting for that reveal. I know it's only the 3rd episode, but it's still I've been waiting because I've known the whole time. So thank you for that. But thank you for Jacques. I mean, he's so rude. He's wonderful. But also that balance that Jacques has somehow got in himself about looking for his wife, but still possibly fucking everything that moves. And it's kind of there's this. It's a really interesting ethical balance point that I'm finding. It's amazing. Like he clearly loves this woman. He's literally willing to cross the globe to find her. But in the meantime, hey, you're cute. you know.
Hey, the one thing about him is just like, yeah, he'll fuck anyone. That's his
Yeah.
one wife.
Yeah, absolutely. He loves one. Yeah, absolutely. But thank you for that. Silent, resisting the urge to be sweet to Pants is one of those wonderful defining moments. Silent is a queen, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Yep, it's just.
Yeah.
Mortel's gonna fucking love Silent. Absolutely gonna love Silent.
Silent has no heart except for himself.
Oh yes, yeah.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 10-pound egos in one 5-pound room when the two of you meet. It's gonna be great fun. Gloriosa Blaze of to give you your formal title. Thank you for Little Al. They are, in a way, they're like an anchor for this group. Like they do crazy shit, but it's always like calmly. And just, you know, it's just what we're doing this, and we're gonna do it because we can do things, and here we go. Never any question of failure, and I absolutely love it. Especially with the proven history of a considerable amount of failure in the first episode. But we're not talking about that. Short-term memory is a good thing.
It's in the past.
Yes, thank you very much to Little Al. Also, thank you very much for the Sea Centaur. My my stupid head just connected me with the picture of the ducks with the really long legs walking on the bottom. So now it's the seahorse actually has 4 horse legs that go all the way to the bottom of the sea and arms. Anyway, that's not canon. That's just in my head. But thank you so much because you bring out that level of creativity in me, and I love it.
Headcanon accepted.
Sans Sarah, Big Al. Big Al is just the most insecure person that I've ever seen. And you've played some really insecure people. But they are bluffing it so hard that even sometimes they accidentally forget that they're bluffing and be brave. And it's so much fun to watch. I'm looking forward to seeing you putting your ship in the line of fire on purpose, and taking that damage and just, really paying the price for being this captain character that you want to be. So I'm really looking forward to that because, yeah, I want to see if you can do that and not break as this shy kid pretending to be a hero. But thank you for that. And Hellhounds 20, again, your formal title, Hellhounds XX in Roman. Toma is, I mentioned it very briefly before, but the opportunity to do a true romance in this show of all shows is, when you came to me with the idea, it was better than any idea I've ever had, and I love it, and thank you so much for doing that. Getting to do aside from all this flirting that's going on, right, and all this rampant sexuality that's just hurling itself all over the place, there's this purity, this sweetness, and it is so nice to be able to play the filthy pig with these 4, and then to turn around and play the gentleman squid for you. So thank you so much for that opportunity. There's a lot more NPCs that get to come out here as well, so I'm looking forward to that. My voice is going.
Thank you, Kevin. You have done a wonderful job
Yeah.
putting together
is
this
so much
world.
Kevin.
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you
Uh,
so much.
The puns are just that's my excuse for being. So thank you for thanking me. I appreciate you all, and you're all very, very welcome. Speaking of appreciation, to all the people in chat that watched, there was like 6 or 7 years before we even started tonight. So thank you all for showing up and watching. For everybody that watches the VOD, because we get a lot of views on the VODs, thank you. And in a very different way than I've sometimes said, do you need a tissue?
I am so glad I finished my sip. before that.
I didn't look. I'm sorry. I
I
should
mean,
know better.
maybe after seeing Silent in those pants.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
That was a special. But all the people on YouTube, not to get distracted, thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you did, please hit the buttons and the things. Hit the thumb, whichever one you'd like, whether you'd like to thumb up or you'd like to thumb down. See, I'm still being filthy. Hit either one of those. They both count as interaction. And please leave a comment. We particularly like the comments, especially if there are things like raised eyebrows and stuff, because that's what we're going for. A lot of the stuff we do on here is very sweet and light and sort of fluffy. This game is all about the flirt. So thank you all for embracing the flirt. And with that, when you're not flirting with each other, and a good, healthy flirt, I mean, you know what I mean? Like just the sort of pleasant, friendly flirting. When you're done doing that, please, until next time, be nice to each other. Good night.
Night, y'all.